Aperture, 4th place by chunlv1 and more. Oh my gosh, this level is fantastic. I saw a snippet of it on Twitter. I immediately love how well this is framed. How we have circles and we have orbs that are rotating around the outside of the screen. Like, that is just so genius. We have little writings here and we have drawings. It feels very different from the start, but we have this celestial color scheme right off the bat. Love the glow usage. And this gameplay is very interesting. I love how, like, dynamic this foreground feels. How the lines are just very scalable with the level. They slow down and stop with certain camera movements. It really helps the foreground feel less linear and really changes up how it's presented, changes the speed that it comes onto the screen. But the perspectives on the 3D aspects of this level, so fascinating. And look at this transition. We're focusing on the center of the screen. The level bends inwards. I believe that's the pinch shader again. And this part looks so cool. Reminds me of like a reimagined Lonely Travel section with this film reel that's over the top. And these effects with the stars and the lines look so cool. There's so much emphasis placed on with the bending warp effect thing right here. Sends it back to normal. And I love when levels design themselves like this in little squares. The foregrounds are so cool with the white details, but look at, dude, the 3D perspectives, they blow my mind. I don't even know how people accomplish this. I'm assuming it's with gradients and moving points, but this is just so fascinating. You go into the background, and it has this amazing moon transition, and this just looks so sick. This 3D rotating space, I don't even understand how that's possible. Going through with amazing transitions that would stand out in a modern level. We have them placed into an artifact level, and this just looks so sick. Look at this perspective, going from the back to the front. Everything scales up and goes off screen. That is such interesting gameplay for a level to have. I have no idea what the layout would even look like. And then we go through sections where we're jumping in and out of circles. We have the film reel referenced once again. And the level just consistently has this front-facing perspective. You see it all the way through. If I go back, after this section, you see 3D with the thickest parts of it placed at the front, and it shoots off into the center of the screen. It's ridiculous. Everything in this is so well done. Same thing with the following ship section. You have objects that are just rotating the perspective as you shift through the middle of the screen. It's so insane. I want to watch this whole sequence again. This level builds itself up so well with the animations and everything, and I just think it's super duper impressive. This is unlike anything I've ever seen in a GD level. This is probably the most visually impressive level I've seen so far in this gauntlet. This part is just ridiculous. I have to watch it again. I don't even understand how you can pull something like this off. It looks so cool. You have the rotating moon in the background as well. Like, you did not need to go that hard. Yeah, I love the way that the screen bends here. You have the circles present themselves on the screen. The wave just comes in from the other side of the screen. We're waving into the center, and I think the level is closing at this point. Yeah, looks like it. What a cool level. Just such a good use of perspective, circles, all of that. You can see all the credits on the screen right now. It's just so cool. This level is pretty confusing when you just look at it on the surface because this gameplay is everywhere. Where am I going? But I'm sure I'll get used to it. I kind of forgot how this part goes. It's pretty simple. You just look at the layers of the circle. It kind of expands out. Pretty simple. You just follow the lines that are drawn on the screen, and you don't do that. Oh wait, yes you do. You can pass that without clicking. Okay, this level might be a little bit baby-proofed just because of how instant those orbs are to look at. But hey, we got a really cool looking level on our hands. I think this is one of the most dynamic feeling levels I have played in the gauntlet so far. Dude, everything moves. It's wild. You go all over the screen. The level is very responsive. That's how I'd say it best. This is what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to click up there. Yeah, there we go. And you just fly around, dude. And I love how every single detail is so coordinated with one another. And the backgrounds are so well done too. Like, the art quality is still stunning, even though the level is doing so much to keep you on your toes. Everything follows. Like, look at the quality of the... I'm dead. Okay, let's take our time with this. These circles feel really weird to play with because you can't really tell when you're gonna fall off the circle, if that makes sense. Oh my goodness, the perspective is so insane. This is one of the most insane levels I've ever seen in the game, for sure. This part is just very visually impressive going through. but then there's just so much going on with the gameplay to make the blocks kind of stand out and go in different layers and areas and colors, and it looks so fantastic when it all goes together, when you don't die like an idiot. Yeah, so there's so many different layers, the orbs are all moving in different ways, the blocks go into different sections, and you have such cool perspective at all times that it all just blends into one insane experience. But my favorite parts are coming up. That will be the rotating section with that thing in the middle right here. This looks so fantastic. My goodness. It plays pretty well too. It's very baby-proofed overall. I just missed an orb and I think I just survived. So we have this section with the back to front layering where you just jump across the screen. It's actually so ridiculous. I can't believe this is actually possible to make in GD. I will never get over this. This is the coolest thing I've probably ever seen in a game. And it plays so well too. Like, that is just so fantastic. My goodness. Okay, we have this section with a lot of stuff that is probably worth a nice little practice. I spent quite a while on this earlier. This is so scary. Okay, and then just avoid the last parts and we're done. Okay, nice. And you can just shoot all the way around the screen, which is really nice. Super cool looking level. So many layers, so many things to explore, so much color and detail and artwork that just looks so fantastic. You can thank everyone on screen right now. Amazing artists. That was Aperture.